All right. Hello and welcome to Jag Talk. We're going to talk about the OMFL Jaguars and how the season has started. Um, so let's get started. All right. So week one totally got dismantled. Um, didn't really do much on offense. Had turnover problems. A lot of fumbling. Couldn't Felt like I couldn't move the ball at all. It was really bad. And two third down conversions. Really not a good game for me. Lost 14-51. Um, had 142 yards passing, no, 148. Uh, Rushing had 12 for 71, which wasn't bad. Um, but we weren't getting enough done. Receiving, best receiver that week was Mitchell, 3 for 45. In Moorhead, 2 for 43. Addison only had 1 for 23. He really didn't do much. Moorhead did have a touchdown. My rookie, second round pick. Blocking was horrible. It says only 2 sacks were given up by my offensive line. It feels like it was a lot more. Let's see, sacks. Yeah, Fields was sacked 3 times. It probably would have been a lot worse had it not thrown the ball away or throwing the interception. I would have had like 5 or 6 sacks. Let's see, defense. Uh, Tackle leader that week was Woodson and Lloyd, 9 tackles apiece. Um, Akeem Felder had a interception for the Cardinals. This was a really, really bad game. I was not happy with it. I felt like I couldn't do anything. And I was actually at the point where playing the game really wasn't something I wanted to do. I was like, screw this, I want to be done. So then we come back in week two, and I felt like I played a lot better. Rushing yards, didn't feel as good about. Um, but 3 turnovers. I believe two of those were I think one was an interception, two were fumbles. Um, it really wasn't a good game for my offense. They fumbled it away. But my defense is really what's irritating me right now because it's given up at that point 51 points a game. Um, Fields had the better uh, game overall, 15-24, 62%, 315 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He was playing pretty good. Rushing, uh, Scarborough had 10 attempts for 50 yards. Harris had 4 for 22, and Fields had 2 for 0 yards and a fumble. And Scarborough also had a fumble. Receiving, Mitchell was tearing it up, 5 for 126, touchdown. Addison, 3 for 87 and a touchdown. These two guys killed me. Um, Felt like I was very balanced on getting the ball around with my guys. 5-3-3-2-1-1. Just felt like I got the ball around quite a lot. Blocking in that game. I also lost my right tackle for a few weeks in that game. Gore gave up a sack, and Harrison gave up 2 in that game. Defensively, Herrick, last year's first round rookie, 10 tackles, um, to lead everybody in tackles. Uh, Evan Hampton had a pick. Andre Cisco had a pick for me. Um, Ruka had a pick for the Falcons. And Caleb Farley, he had a pick six. Took it 81 yards back to the house. Traded with the 49ers to get him. Kicking has been a problem for me. Mainly in extra points lately. I don't know why. And then we get to the week with the Jets. Um, I outrushed him. He outpassed me. Uh, Turnovers. I won the turnover battle, but lost the game. And I had the better time of possession. I just couldn't get the big plays like he did. He was getting the bigger plays for sure. 17 to 29 for him. 12 of 23 for me. Um, um, no touchdowns. That's the biggest problem here is I didn't get any touchdowns with Fields. When I got down there the one time close by the end zone, I went to go make a play and I made a bad read, threw an interception. Rushing, Scarborough had 13 for 62. Um, Harris had 7 for 38 and a touchdown. Fields 2 for 6. Receiving, Lowry 8 for 145. I don't like going up against that dude. He's a good receiver. Knox 3 for 88. Mitchell had 5 for 80. Hill had 5 for 79. Addison 3 for 66. Crane 1 for 21. Scarborough 2 for 20. Mayer 1 for 16. And then he had McLaren 1 for 8 for a touchdown in the red zone. Um, blocking seemed a little better for me this week. Gave up 1 sack. Larry Gore, second year player. Again, Herrick leading the way in tackles. Lloyd not doing bad in tackles. I did have a couple picks, I believe. Yep. So his strong safety had 1 pick, and then Josh Hines Allen had 1 pick, and almost a pick 6. Couldn't outrun the guys down the sideline. Then my other pick was by Caleb Farley, and I believe that was another pick 6. Yep, he took it to the house. So both his interceptions this season have been pick 6s. Um, and I played some. This game was a lot closer than my last few games with a 5-point loss. I'm glad everybody lost money on Gold Sheet. Just saying, y'all bet against me. Um, so let's take a look at the next game. Next game is Maniac and the Bills, and then we get the Saints and the Red Hot Texans. The Texans are out to a 3-0 start, where I'm 0-3. My next 3 games, if I don't win at least 2 of them, I don't know that this season is going to be very good. After me predicting that I would, uh, win my division. um, so the one thing I can say is we've been bit by the injury bug on the offensive line. No, not that one. Clicked on the wrong button. The injury bug has bitten both my left and right tackle are out for a little bit, broken ribs and a torn labrum. They're not losses for the season, but definitely making me rework my offensive line to get put the best five on the field. Um, which, if you don't have an offensive line to protect your quarterback, you're kind of SOL. So we do have Maniac and the Bills, very tough opponent. Maniac, one of the better play callers in this league. He knows how to put his people in the right position. Even when he's struggling in games, he's in the games. And right now he's sitting at 3-0 atop everybody. As you can see right there, he's rated number 1, Denver number 2, Houston number 3. I'm dead last in the AFC. I think Neon Sports has my team rated at negative or 31. We do see for season tackle leaders, uh, Devin Lloyd is up there, which he's always seems to be right there, making a tackle, trying to create something happening. I would say I need to win 2 out of my next 3 games to be able to try to turn the season around after starting 0-3. But none of those guys are easy wins. First, I get Maniac, who, as he calls himself, the Cardiac Bills. Then it's Nate and the Saints, which Nate's a way better player than what his record says. And I give him a lot of credit for sticking it out because I was seeing frustration on his face, just like I can feel it in my own body when the games just aren't making sense. Like, it's been one of the biggest things for me is it's the weird plays that really irritate me because I just want a game that makes sense. If something happens and it makes sense, no big deal. If it doesn't make sense, why? Come on, EA. But those are my next 3 games. Then we get a bye week. By then, we should be pretty much healthy going into the Titans and Broncos and Colts, which, again, 3 more tough opponents. I don't think I've played Jay Glaze yet this cycle. I was supposed to play him last cycle, and I think we just went with a sim because of the difference in schedule at the end of last cycle. But Kobe's never an easy out. Very tough opponent, very good Madden player, and Randy, Reluctant Pancake or Bronco Man, he's fresh off a AFC Championship run where he lost in the championship game. I know he's grinding his gears trying to get back to where he was. But I guess you guys have a good one. It sounds like Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time for the Bills and Jaguars. And you guys have a great day. Peace.